What's up, my foodie fam? Glad you're back. We got something special for you. This is Chopping and Grilling with your boy KC. We're gonna be doing some egg rolls today, some authentic egg rolls, homemade. So stay tuned. I'm gonna show you how to do them from home. All right, fam. We're gonna go over the ingredients of what we got for the egg rolls. So first, let's start with the ingredients for the meat. We got soy sauce. We got about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. We got some green onions and about 3 tablespoons of garlic herb seasoning, as well as we got egg roll wraps. You can have a wrap. You can have egg rolls without the wraps. You can get this at any local grocery store. Also, too, this is turkey. We got some ground turkey. You can do any type of meat. You can do beef, pork, ground. Today we're gonna be doing some ground turkey. We got some bean sprouts, as well as we got some coleslaw. They all goes together, all together, you know what I'm saying, towards the end. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna get into cooking the meat, and then after that, I'm gonna show you how to wrap the egg rolls to perfection. Right, so first you wanna put about maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, canola oil, you know what I'm saying, like this. You're gonna turn your temperature down. You know, the reason why I put vegetable oil, like with beef, you don't have to, but since we use a turkey or chicken, it doesn't really have a lot of fat, so you want to make sure that, you know, you do that first. Next you want to do, you want to add in your seasoning, so you can make sure you put it around here, so sprinkle it in, you know, evenly or whatever. So I'm going to go in the same spot. And get your soy sauce. So just put a little bit of soy sauce. You know, so just probably a tablespoon is good enough. You know. And then you add in the green onions. And that's it. You know, just mix it around, you know, so make sure you cook it thoroughly through. And, you know, make sure it's cooked all the way through. So what you want to do is you want to break down the meat, you know, so you go over to putting in the Brussels sprouts, the bean sprouts next. You know, bean sprouts, you know, normally goes in towards the end, you know, and I'll show you that, you know, next. All right, so next, what you want to do is you want to add your Brussels sprouts in next. About a tablespoon, a cup of Brussels sprouts. You know, it might seem like a lot, but it does. They wilt down, so it just mixing in. You know, this recipe, you can do about a good 20 or 30 egg rolls, you know, with this. So depending on how many people you're doing it for, if it's for a party or a game day or something like that, or just having some guests over, or just for yourself, it just depends on how you would want to go about doing it. But yeah, it's pretty good. You don't really need a lot of ingredients to actually make egg rolls. So that's one thing. Kind of reasonable, cheap in, so that's good to know. But yeah, after we do this, we got a little bit more soy sauce in, and you know, we'll get over to the next part of how we add in. But anytime if you're doing beef, you got some excess water, don't forget to drain it off the meat, because you don't want that liquid in your egg rolls. Also, we're gonna be adding the coleslaw. First, you know, I always do is put coleslaw at the bottom of the bowl as we mix in the mixture when we put in the meat. So what you want to do is you will never want to mix the coleslaw in your hot skillet. Just put it over in a different one, because these are going to be the dry ingredients that you're going to actually use to put into the egg roll wrap. So all you got to do is scoop it down. Just pour it down. You know, I think that's about it. Yep, and then put the rest on top. So put the rest of it. You don't need to put a lot. Just put this much, you know, and then what I do is, you know, stir it in next. So stir it in, you know, evenly, because this is going to be your dry ingredients. Like I said, dry part of it. You use the little leftover moisture, if you did have any, into it to absorb into it, but you don't want to make your cabbage hot, you know, or you know, where it wilts down. You don't, you know, wilts down because of the meat. So, and pretty much that's it. And let's go over to stuffing the egg rolls. So now, you know, I'm about to open up the pack of egg roll wraps. I will show you what we need. The water, sometimes people use egg wash and stuff like that to wipe it, to stick it. I never use water, and we got the filling right here. So we're gonna probably do about, you know, about 6 or 7 of them. But this batch that I made can make about between 10 to 20 different 20 rolls. And for those that are vegetarian, you don't have to actually make this a batch with meat in it. You can actually do it with tofu or just with vegetables, any type of favorite vegetables, you know what I'm saying, and do the egg rolls the same exact way. But I'm gonna show you how to roll the wraps right now. So I'm gonna open it up. You know, if normally these, like I said, you can get from any local store. If you don't, they may have like a little Korean store in the area. You can get them, but mostly all the local grocery stores have them. I'm trying to figure out how to roll them. I'm gonna show you right now. Pull out a couple of them. They're pretty good. Always get them, let them cool down. You know, thaw out before using them, so let them get up to around room temperature, you know, so when you do them, because when they're frozen you can't be able to pull them apart, so you'll be ripping them. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna get one. Make sure that it is one, so I checked it out. It is exactly one wrap, because sometimes they can be, you know, stick together and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I said that. So what we're gonna do is, you can use a spoon or you can use your hands. You know what I'm saying? What you want to do is put the filling in the middle, do like that. So what you do is you want to use like the ends as to show what the ends, you know, where pretty much where you're gonna be rolling them at. So that's probably a bit about as much as you need. You don't need to stuff it, because you don't want it to really bust when you're frying it. So that's as much as you know, I would say put in there. So just wrap it. What you want to do is first is tuck this part, tuck the front part, and then where the water comes into play is doing this. You do it on the outside right here. You know, you don't have to, but yeah, to me I feel it's the best way to go about doing it. You know, fold it in. You know, these are, you know, pretty good, and all you gotta do is just roll them. See it busted a little bit, but you know, it'll be okay. And that's pretty much one of them. So I'm gonna, you know, do another one so you can see what I'm talking about. So right here. So get the mixture, put it in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's, like I said, line for line, as far as any corner to corner. That's the best time. Now, I actually like to put, you know what I'm saying, kind of equal meat, equal filling, which is the coleslaw and carrots and stuff like that. And where if you want to put a lot of meat in there, you can. It's up to you. You can do more meat than vegetable. You know, so some people like that. Just roll it, you know, fold it over, you know, and then fold the other side and roll. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much how you do it. And next, you know, after I finish these, we'll get over to frying them. What you want to do is get your heat really hot and just drop them in. If you got a deep fryer, that would be good. We're just as good. Looking pretty good. Once they turn golden brown, that's all you're looking for. It's always good to use old oil, not new oil. Let it fry. This is kind of small, you know, I'm just doing 2 a pack. If any of them bust, take them out, you know, and that's about it. And I'll show you the finished product after this. What y'all think, y'all? I think I put my foot in it, everybody. You know, leave a comment below if you're new to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up my latest weekly dishes and everything like that. I appreciate all my cooks and home chefs for tuning in, you know what I'm saying? And make sure you stay tuned to my latest videos that I'm gonna have uploading with my new recipe. See you next time with Chopping and Grilling with your boy KC.